Hi everyone, this is Shirley from Shirley's World. It's 4 o'clock and I see that Bumblebee just asked if I was on today. Yes, here I am. I thought I'd try Sunday. I was doing Saturdays for a couple weeks and that didn't work out too well. So I'm going to try Sundays. And it just happens that I am right after Nick and Andrea, who I watch. They're in Great Britain, in the UK, and they were on at at 3 o'clock. I think they're on every Sunday at 3, so I will be on at 4 o'clock. Sometimes theirs go over. I'm not sure if they're quite done yet. That's 3 o'clock my time, not their time, because they usually have a quiz afterwards, of which I never know the answers. And when they do quizzes on nature, sometimes I know the answers and I put it in, but hi, Bumblebee. But usually there's so many answers that get in before me, I don't win anything. So, but it's fun. Their quizzes are fun. Yeah, I'm on to show you what I sold this past week. It hasn't been very good. But I must say, thank goodness for Poshmark, Bumblebee, because I sold only 12 things on eBay all week, 12 things, but I sold 7 things on Poshmark. So Poshmark's creeping up there. Yeah. So if it wasn't for Poshmark, the sales amount would have been horrible. But I'll show you what I got, and then we'll talk afterwards. Okay, I have all my tabs open. Share the screen. Okay, this first item, as you can see, is a Poshmark sales. And that day on the 8th, I started these on the 8th of November and ended yesterday. On the 8th, I had no eBay sales at all. I only had one Poshmark sale. So this is the sale I had on the 8th. I sold this J. Crew Factory extra large merino wool sweater, men's, and it sold for $32. So it sold for $32 and I received $25.60 on that item. Let's see if the next, yeah. The next item was the next day on the 9th. It was also a Poshmark sale. It was this Land's End women's button front shirt in a 10 petite. And it sold for $25 and I received $20 because Poshmark takes a flat 20%. And the buyer pays shipping. So it's very easy to sell on Poshmark as far as figuring out how much you get when you make a sale. So this was a cute little gingham or check blouse. I think it was navy, blue, and white. Okay, and on that same day, on Poshmark, again, I sold this BKE Buckle brand extra large slim men's tailored short sleeve shirt. This could also have been worn by a woman. It was a men's shirt, but it was so small. It was very slim. It sold for $23 and I got $18.40 on that. That was on the 8th, right? Or the 9th, I'm sorry. On the 9th. Okay, finally, on the 9th also, I got a eBay sale finally. And this was a Ralph Lauren women's medium stretch white knit top. And the top of this had lacing on it. It was very fitted and stretchy. And that sold for a best offer of $15. And they paid $4.50 shipping. So they gave me $19.50, of which I netted $10.03 off of that. And the next eBay sale was this t-shirt, Jimi Hendrix t-shirt. It was a unisex, a large black t-shirt. I've had this for quite a while. I didn't realize I still had free shipping on it, and it sold for $10.55, which I had marked it down. It was on the sale for that. But actually, I only netted then $3.72 on that shirt because of the free shipping. This was that beautiful Chico's silk tunic blouse. I just got this a little while ago, and this is a Poshmark sale, and it sold for $33, and I got $26.40, of which I was happy about that. Because you have to realize, I average every bit of clothing that I get. It always averages out, usually never more than $3 a piece. Sometimes it's lower, but $3 is what I average out my clothing to cost me. So I got $26.40, and I paid $3 on this. Of course, there's all the fees and all that other stuff, but let's see what else. Another Poshmark sale. Now this one doesn't really count. I only had this up for $8 because this came just out of my closet. I hadn't worn it in years. It was very slim fitted shirt. It was a medium, but it was tight fitting. And I don't wear that tight fitting stuff anymore. So I just put it on Poshmark. It wasn't even on eBay. It was only on Poshmark, and it was in a tub that I had just started. When I first started selling on Poshmark, I put things in their own tub. I didn't cross list at that time when I first started. So it was back in the other room in its own little tub, of which I have a few things that are just the very first things I put on Poshmark. So $8 it sold for. It had no cost really because it was mine for years. And I earned $5.05 off of that. Okay, here's this Eileen Fisher sweater that I got in that little thrift store in town just, a week and a half ago, and put it up. It was medium ribbed wool. It was 3/4 sleeves, and that it had a zipper up the front. And that sold for a best offer of $25. They paid shipping, so they paid me $29.50 total. And I made netted $18.91 on that. Here's a Banana Republic women's small sweater. This was an ivory color, and the pockets on this were like a faux leather. It was sort of a strange little sweater, but it sold for $16.99, which was the regular price that I had that on. I've had this a long time. They paid shipping of $5.50, so they paid me $22.49, and I netted $11.40. Here's another eBay sale. Ralph Lauren, women's medium to large multi-color stripe. Now, medium to large. This must mean that it didn't have a size in it. And I just sort of assumed, went by the measurements on this. But it did sell for $19.99, the regular price. Sometimes on Mondays. My sales end on Sunday nights usually, and I usually redo a sale on Monday. But sometimes I let it go all day Monday without a sale going. And this must have been one of those times because there's no sale on this one. So, but somebody bought it for $19.99 plus shipping, so they paid me $24.49. And I netted $15.20 on that. Here's a Charles Tyrwhitt men's dress shirt. This had French cuffs, was blue and white check, slim fit, and it sold as a best offer of $20 on this. Sort of low for a Charles Tyrwhitt shirt. But I was having a slow week, so what can I say? They paid $4.50 shipping, so $24.50 is what they gave me. And after I paid my shipping, I netted $14.55. Here's this little Susan Graver. This was just above the knee. It was that liquid knit that a lot of her things are made of. And it was a skirt, but it wasn't a mini skirt. It was like just above the knee. It was black and white, this nice pattern. And somebody bought this on the sale price of $21.99. It went to Virginia and they paid shipping. So they gave me $26.49 and I netted $16.35 on that. Another thing that was mine. This was a scarf that I had had for a long time, and I didn't wear it much at all. So I cleaned it and sold it. It was wool and acrylic, very soft. And I had this on Poshmark for a long time. It was not listed on eBay either. It just came out of that back room bin. Sold for $8, so I netted $5.05 on that scarf. So it didn't really cost me anything. This was an eBay sale. We're up to the 12th of November now. $24.99. It sold at a regular price. And they paid $5 in shipping, so $29.99 is what they gave me. And after I bought my shipping label and paid my fees, I netted $17.95 on this splendid open cardigan. And this had a hood on the back. This was a hoodie. And it was sort of a purplish and black stripe. It was sort of a neat sweater. Okay. Here's a knee-length tulip skirt. It's called a tulip skirt because of how it's shaped there. It's women's by Cachet. It's charcoal wool skirt. And I accepted a best offer of $18 on that skirt. They paid $4 in shipping, so they paid me $22. And after everything, I netted $10.68 on that skirt. I had that for quite a while also. This pair of Dansko unisex like work shoes. These were very heavy shoes. Dansko shoes. They were a men's 7 or a women's 9.5 size. They were that mahogany brown color, almost oxblood, but I called it mahogany. Slip-on loafer shoe. I've had these for a long time. And they sold for the sale price of $29.74. And they were bought by a doctor in Chicago. So they're going to be in the medical field still, because they usually call them nursing shoes, but they're not nursing shoes. They're shoes that nurses wear sometimes, this brand of shoe. So any job that you have to be on your feet a lot, Danskos are super comfortable for that. There's all kinds of models of Danskos, and I know they buy them for work a lot. Here's a Poshmark sale, and this pair of stretch pants, Michael Kors, they were new with tags. They had a tag on there for $74, manufacturer suggested retail price. They were pull-on stretch pants, and they were very interesting. They were this dark red, and then printed over the red was this light black lace. It was pretty neat looking pants. And they were a plus size in a 1X, these pull-on pants. They were only listed about 6 hours before they sold, and they sold for $40, the asking price, and my earnings were $32. So I was real happy about that one. Okay, another eBay sale. Izod men's beige casual shorts in a size 38. They're like golfing shorts, and they sold as a best offer of $12. I've had these for quite a while, so I did take that best offer. They were old stock, and I only netted, after everything, $5.76 on those. And then this last thing is the Chico's jacket. It sort of felt like silk. It wasn't silk, it was polyester, but it was this quilted fabric, and it was very lightweight, very lightweight. And I had somebody interested in it that asked me several questions about it, and then it went for days and it didn't sell, and then somebody bought it for the sale price of $22.94. Now, I'm not sure if that was her, because I didn't remember her name. I could go back in the records and figure it out, but somebody bought it for $22.94. It was shipped padded flat rate, and they ended up paying $30.49. So I netted $16.46 on that little jacket. So let's see if I can get back here. Stop the sharing, and there I am. Okay, that is it, what I sold. 12 eBay things and 7 Poshmark things. I'm happy, really happy with the Poshmark items. Yesterday, I had 0 sales. Today, so far, I've had 3 sales, 2 eBay and 1 Poshmark sale. But that'll be on next week's video. But anyway, on eBay, I grossed $294.99, and I netted $163.51. This would be so much better if I would have put this on the screen. And on Poshmark, I grossed $169 and netted $111.50. Now, average selling price on eBay for those 12 items was $13.62. Now, the average selling price for the 7 items on Poshmark was $15.92. So better on Poshmark this week. Last week, it was the other way around. But there were some things last week that were throwing the numbers off, too. It's hard when you just have a few things. The average selling price can be really skewed by just one, either low sale or high sale. So anyway, when you put the sales together, thank goodness I had the Poshmark sales, because when you put them together, I netted $275.01 altogether for the week, which isn't very good. I should be doing about 500 a week to get to my 2,000 that I want to be at. But there you go. It was very dismal, like I said, dismal week. Like two days without sales, it sort of puts you into a panic. Now, I did not list a whole lot. I was doing the videos. I was editing that steamer video. See, that stuff takes time, and it takes time out of actual listing. And then I did the photographing, and then I came down to list. I can only sit in this chair listing for not more than a half hour. And it's so bad on my back to be sitting that I have to get up and do something else. But I can stand up and measure things then, or go out and share my closet on Poshmark. You can bet I'm going to be doing that more. Hi, Karen. Karen, thank you so much for sharing my closet. I know it's you. I really appreciate it. I don't seem to be able to, I am sharing it for sure twice a day. I was listening to a girl that makes a lot of money on Poshmark, and she shares every spare minute that she has. And she has 4 children. She says all her bathroom time is spent sharing her closet. So I don't know. On a good day, I can do it 3 times a day. I don't think I've ever shared it more than 3 times a day. The more you share. Also, she also said that it's the more followers you get, the better it will be with your sales. So I've been really going on looking for, you can search out new people, and then you can go down a whole list and just follow really fast. And then if you click on them, you can follow whoever they're following. And it's faster to do it that way than to do it from your news items, one by one by one. So I am going to, this week, I'm going to concentrate on following more people, really following a lot of people and seeing if that helps. So those are my sales from this week. Like I said, I have 3 so far today, and I have a couple more to list today in the basket before I have to take more photographs upstairs. I have a note here right in front of me that I was supposed to do yesterday. It says, measure the suit. Bumblebee sent me a men's suit, and I've taken pictures of it. I'm not satisfied with the picture only because the tie I put on the mannequin is too wide. It's such an old-fashioned tie. I wish I had had a narrow tie, but I can't tie a men's tie. So I only have like 3, the little clip-on ties that I put on to take pictures with, and they're all wide. So if I knew how to tie a tie, or I'm going to look for more clip-on ties, a narrow one, and see if I can find that. Oh, you're welcome, Karen. Community shares too. Yes. Yeah, I list on there too. It's so much slower for me to list on my laptop because I'm still, believe it or not, getting used to the touchpad. I don't know, maybe I should go ahead and buy a mouse for my laptop because I'm really slow and it's because of the touchpad. I'm not used to it. I should be used to it by now. I've been using it for what, 2-3 months. But I think that's what makes it slower. YouTube, how to tie a tie. That's a good idea. I've learned everything on YouTube. I may do that. You can put the tie on yourself and tie it, right? I'm going to do that because I have a really pretty tie upstairs that would have looked great with this suit. If I would have tied it, I could have put it on. Good idea. That'll be my next lesson on YouTube. How to tie a tie. Karen, thanks for stopping in. So that is my what's sold. It sure didn't take very long because I didn't sell much at all. It wasn't much work getting the tabs up this week, that's for sure. So let's hope this next week is going to pick up. This last week has been slower than the summer slowdown, and it's supposed to be fourth quarter. But excuse me. I need a listing challenge. Nick and Andrea did a listing challenge with a friend they have in Australia. And they listed a whole lot. Andrea says she's the slowest lister there is, but she's not. I am. I can guarantee it. To cross list, it takes me probably 20 minutes to list one item. That's terrible. And to do a whole bunch, it takes me hours. So anyway, that's it for today's broadcast. Everybody have a nice evening. And I'm going to finish measuring what I have and go photograph a few more things. So maybe I can measure some more things tonight. So I will be on again on Wednesday for my regular broadcast. It can be about most anything. It's a surprise. And also I will do another What's Sold video next Sunday at 4 o'clock. We're going to try that time for a while. So I will see you all then. Bye.